Hello, this is Karen, the GHC Douglasville librarian, and in this video I'm going to show a demonstration of a search in a database. So first I'm going to go into Galileo, and just to show you how you would find the history databases, you'd go into Browse by Subject, click on the History category, and then the History subject. So here's a list of history databases. All the ones provided by Georgia Highlands College Library are specialty databases that we have added to the list that Galileo has for us. I'm going into America, History and Life. And I always recommend going to Advanced Search. In the example in the assignment guide, you can see a topic given. Females have brought a positive element to the military. And you never want to put that entire sentence in to do a search, because the database doesn't know how to relate each word to the other words and will make every combination possible. So you'll get all kinds of results that have nothing to do with what you're looking for. So instead you pull out keywords, and here the keywords are female, positive, and military. So let's try that as a search. Female. And don't choose anything that it suggests, just click out in the white area. Positive and military. Okay, and you can see that these keywords are connected with the word and here. You have a choice of and, or, and not. Back on the assignment guide below this example, I have some information about those words. They're called Boolean Operators. That's just a fancy name given to these three words that are really connectors. This illustration gives you an idea of what those connectors will do for your search, and tells the database that you want this word and that word in every result, so you'll have a narrower set of results. Or tells the database that it can be this word or that word, so you'll get everything with one word or the other and everything with both. Not isn't used so often, but not is another way of narrowing down your results by eliminating one of the words. Okay, so going back to the search, I'm going to hit search. And here we have 7 results. Now if we looked at these and none of them were good for what we're looking for, we would want to, going back to the example in the guide, we would want to come up with related words or synonyms for one or each of our key words. So here for female it's woman or women and girl. For military, soldier or army. For positive, benefit, and good. And it's not that you have to only get 2 other words for each one. This is just an example. So you may want to combine female with soldier and benefit, or girl with soldier and positive. Once you have a set of words, you can mix and match any way that you'd like. I just want to point out here that a phrase like World War II, which is a well-known set of words, should be put in quotation marks to tell the database to keep those words together and in that order. And it is not a sentence, it is a complete concept in and of itself. So if we wanted to take positive and use that with its similar words, benefit and good, we can do a separate search. I'll just start it over. Positive, benefit, and good. Now we're going to change these connectors because we want or between them. It can be any one of those three words, and do the search. So just for that we get over 33,000 results. Now to use that search and add our other keywords, we need to go to search history. And first we have to clear the search, and we are going to tell it that we want female, and the other word was military, and then we want to choose this set down here, which is our positive or benefit or good, and tell it to add to the search with the word and. So now we've got more results, and to see our results we have to scroll down below our search history. So we've got it up to 51. So that gives you more to look through to see if you can find one that fits what you're looking for. You can do the same thing with the female and similar words, and military and its similar words, and then combine each set using search with and. Just make sure, and this is something I always forget to do, to clear your search first before you start combining them. But I'm not going to go and do that. I'm just going to start showing you how to use these limits under Refine Results. They are filters or limits that will focus in more on what you're looking for. You can use linked full text so that all your results will be full text. You can see this one right here doesn't have full text, but this one does. There's PDF full text. So if you check that box, it would knock out everything that's not full text. And let's see how many we have. Oh dear, something went wrong. Oh, it didn't know which set to do that with because I cleared it. So we want to view results, and then we want to go in and click link full text. And now we're down to 16. So if none of these were good, you want to uncheck that, because as I said, there are other ways of finding full text. I said that in the other video about the assignment guide, and I'll show you that in a minute. But here's other things you can do. You can change the years if you only want newer stuff, and if you click on show more under there, you will get some more limits or filters to use, and this is where you find peer reviewed. You may have to use that one if that's one of the requirements for your sources that's in your assignment. There's also language and document type. You would click on search once you choose one of those, but I'm not going to do that because we're already down to only 16. I do want to show you over here, subject is a very good limiter. Once you click on that, you get a small list of words. Then you have to click on show more to get the complete list. And there's a lot more. What this has done is take our results of 16 in this set and broken it out to what subjects are in those 16 articles. Every article has a subject assigned to it. I could be looking for articles on diabetes, and if I found an article that was about a car accident, and by the way, this person who was in the accident had diabetes, that would not have a subject of diabetes. So it would be thrown out if I chose diabetes in this list. But let's just choose one. Let's see, women military personnel, and update. And it gives you the number of hits. So we know that there were only going to be 3. And you can choose more than one when you're in that list. So then you look through and see if any of these fit what you're looking for. And if not, you can go over here and undo that. So you're back to your 16 and try again. But that's a very good way of focusing in on what you're really looking for. I also wanted to show, I forgot, that it goes by most hits for a subject to the least. And if you have an idea of something that you're looking for, I find it easier to put it in alphabetical order by clicking on name. So I just wanted to show you that. Okay, so that should help you with finding articles. The other thing I wanted to do was, let's undo linked full text, so we have results that are not full text, like this one. I wanted to show you how to find that if we have access to it. So you'd click on the title of the article, and then in here the title of the journal is called the source. So you copy that, and then on the library page, or in Galileo, as I showed in the assignment guide video, you go to find a journal and wait for it to open, and hopefully it won't take this long for you, and you paste that in and do a search. If we do have access to it, it should show up. So here we do have access to this online. Let's open it up and see what years are available. So it's available from 2001, however, the most recent 1 year is not available. That's something the publishers do. So we have to go back over to our record and see what year it is we're looking for. We're looking for 2015, October, which is volume 41, issue 4. So we would click on that link, and it's like following breadcrumbs. First we would have to find the right year. 2015, and it was October 41-4, and then I think it was 757 was the page, yes, and the starts with "Death Does Not Become Her" is the title. So we would have to find the page number. Sometimes they're in alphabetical order, sometimes they're in page number order, and this is in page number order. So we have full text right here. So that's an example of one that did not show full text in Galileo, but we did have access to. And over here are the tools that I spoke about in the other video. The email site and permalink. So that's it for how to do searching. If you have any questions, please contact the librarian using the methods that I showed you in the other video. Thanks for watching.